see it. We're pushing it back. Hello. If anybody's there, hello. I'm just gonna sit here and chat. And anyways, that's what I'm doing. So I have been slowed down just a little bit. I've had videos scheduled this week to release because this is one super busy week for me. Hello, who's here? Super busy week for me because I had legal motions due on the 12th. So I stayed up all night just clearing everything out to focus on that. It's super intensive. And then lots and lots of just legal stuff. And I hate that happens on the Feast of Tabernacle weeks because this is the Feast of Tabernacle week for me. So if you don't celebrate that, I do. I love the Feast of Tabernacles week. And so anyways, so I wish that I could go every day and just spend the whole week up there, but I'm not able to do that. So anyways, and usually I have my tent outside. I don't know if you see my previous, I don't know if I have previous videos uploaded. I may upload a video from Feast of Tabernacles from prior year. And it's just basically the Feast of Booths. And it's, you know, like I'll put my tent outside and just like put, you know, the palm leaves and all that other stuff out there. But anyways, if you're not familiar with Feast of Tabernacles, it's a lot of Christians celebrate it. A lot of denominations don't. But anyways, Jesus and the disciples, they celebrated it. They celebrated the Passover. I like to celebrate. I like to do whatever Jesus did. He celebrated the Feast of Tabernacles. So I do. And I love the Feast of Tabernacles week. But anywho's. Yeah. Actually, I did upload a video from a couple years ago. When I was singing, I did a video where I was singing in church and I said that corny joke, you know, before I sang my song. That was the Feast of Tabernacles. You know, that was one of the Feast of Tabernacle days. But anyways, gathering with some friends this weekend. Yeah. But usually, so I was going to finish doing some crocheting and I'm probably going to play a little bit of the Forza Horizon game. I thought about doing the Joyride Turbo, but I'm like, probably not going to be up to that. Because that's Connect, and so after driving and stuff today, I'm probably like, should probably take it easy. But anywho's, I kind of wanted to talk about the giveaway and stuff that I'm doing. You know, clue words. I will be dropping clue words. Yeah, I said I would. I will. But I wanted to talk about some stuff going on. I know I haven't done an update in a long time. Probably the newer people to my channel probably aren't aware of what's going on. But, you know, I have some legal stuff going on. And I spent a couple videos discussing that. But, you know, oh, this is that messed up skein. It's a goofy skein where I don't know what the deal is. Where the beginning is or the end is a mess. But at any rate, so bottom line is there's some corruption going on. I live on a private road. It's a private drive. It's on private surveyed land. It's been a private drive for decades. And I'm at the end of the subdivision in an unincorporated town. And what happened was the people that built my road, when they first initially came here, they built it on their private surveyed land. And there was a gate there. And so we had control over who can come on the property. It was always treated as a private road. And so, you know, we shared easement over each other's property. I live at the very end of the road. And so the drive ends at the entrance of my property. And I think I shared a video where my stalker was coming up to the entrance of my property and blocking it to not let me leave, kind of nonsense like that. But at any rate, there's a situation where this, you know, I don't know like how many of my viewers are from Oklahoma, but I may be speaking to the choir on this. So I'm going to discuss this legal situation. And so I spent hours this week with attorney and legal team today and yesterday and the day before. Okay, so the situation, and I wanted to show you something also. I think I did do a video about a conversation with this guy. Okay. I did a video about actually a conversation that I had with the United States attorney. I met him face to face, spent an hour in his office, like a week ago, in regards to the FBI investigation that is going on and being involved in this situation of this corruption going on in this county. And what happened was, so just to kind of give a rundown of what happened. I live in a dead end road on a private road, and the road, so the road that goes this way before the road comes this way up to my house is a public county maintained road. There's one house there, okay, and that person that owned that house was having problems with somebody that lives on my block that would not fix the road in front of their house, so all the gravel would wash down into that person's yard, and that person wanted to sell their house. And instead of, whenever you have a private drive, it is your duty to fix the road in front of your house so that people have proper access across your property, and that there are statutes that govern private easements and private drives. And you can be sued if you do not give proper access, because you have the benefit of controlling who goes on your road, but you also have the duty to keep your road in good working condition. And so this person would not do that. Instead, was allowing it to be like a dry creek bed. So I went through ball joints and tie rods in my vehicle. And I thought, well, I can either A, take the person to court and get a court order and then have an enemy for a neighbor, or B, just kind of suck it up, and at least be at civil terms to him to some point. However, it got to being where we had really heavy rains and all the gravel was washing down into my neighbor's yard that lives on the road going this way. And I was fixing to have major surgery. I was having double fusion in my upper back and rods in my back and everything. And I was going to have nurses and, physical therapists and medical assistants need to get up the road. And I had offered this person, I said, hey, I'll be happy to have a professional concrete people come in and we'll professionally concrete this road. And it's on an incline. It really needs to be concreted because all that gravel is going to continue to wash down that road. It's a chore. When you own your own road, you have to maintain it. It's a chore. Well, no, he'd like to have it that way because people didn't want to come up the road. And that's true. Nobody drove up our road. It was rough. Okay. Anywho, so my neighbor's like, listen, Missy, this road's a mess. I can't sell my house. All this gravel's all the way down in my yard. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I said, I've tried to talk to him. He won't let me fix it. I said, but I'm going to take it to court and I'm going to get an order that either he's going to have to let me fix it or fix it himself. And she's like, well, I'm going to call the county commissioner. So instead of waiting for a court action, to get an order, I think she's just like trying to take a shortcut because she was trying to sell her house. She thought that would take too long. And so she sweet talked the county commissioner and promised him support if he would fix the road on a private drive. Of course, that's illegal. You cannot appropriate county funds on a private drive. So he meddled in a private easement and, he just got an office, was glad to help this person, who was, anytime somebody has money, you're going to do those favors for those people and do things that aren't exactly legal. So I want to tell you about Oak Scam Scandal back in the 1980s in the state of Oklahoma. There was a United States attorney. His name is Bill Price. And he was very serious about his job. And he cleaned house in the state of Oklahoma. He went after county commissioners of over 70 counties. It was the absolute biggest investigative probe, leading to the most convictions of any investigative probe in the United States history ever, before and after. It's never been an investigative probe that big. There were over 200 convictions. And part of the convictions was people that were appropriating county funds on private land. You just can't do that. But in the good old boy cornbread mafia land, they do what they want to do. And so at any rate, when he came up on this private drive, and this was 2017, I went down and I said, what are you doing? This is a private road. You can't work on a private road. He's like, now this is just a one-time thing. We get ambulances up here and whatnot. And it's just a one-time thing. It's still a private drive. Don't worry about it. They put a dead-end sign down there. you know, and everything. And he said, I said, look, this road, this gravel's always going to wash. It needs to be concreted. I'm taking it to court. You are meddling in my easement issues. Oh, well, now we're going to do screen press, and I promise you this gravel's not going to go anywhere. Well, I didn't own the land down there at the corner lots. I didn't own that at that time. I was way up at the top of the road. He didn't come up in my land, so I didn't really have standing except for if he had tried to make it a public road. Because usually when county commissioners come in and start taking over your road, it becomes a public road. But he's promised me, he's like, no, it's a private road. It's a private road. Or it's a private road. We wouldn't put a dead end sign down there. And they did, right? So that was 2017. So I bought the lots last year in February. Started the process of buying the lots in February. Came up for sale. The corner lots. So what they had done when they did actually put some screen press and the gravel didn't wash. So, you know, it did stay in place and everything. You know, because I just knew that gravel was just going to keep on washing. And, but it did stay in place for a good, I guess, 3 years or so. So at any rate, last year, when the land came up for sale, those corner lots, I bought them. Now, what they had done in 2017, these lots, the lot that I bought is 100 feet this way and 110 feet this way. And what they had done is they took a road that was near the edge of the property, and when this private drive was 10 feet wide. It was just an easement. It had a gate on it, and it was near the edge of the property going this way into the property. What they did is they took that corner and they turned it 50 feet into the lot. And they raised it and tilted it so that it created a back pond near a 70-year-old mimosa tree. And when they on this road going this way, there was a pipe underneath the road that needed to be replaced. It did need to be replaced. Now the road going this way was actually county maintained. So they replaced the pipe, but they didn't put low enough. So now this land here is low and this road up here is high. So of course what that does is creates a back wall, and it wasn't high enough for the water to go up into the pipe. So you have to manually splash the water up into the pipe. Otherwise, it just sits there stagnant and creates a pond, funky, mosquitoes, just a mess. So I bought this lot and I called an attorney and I said, hey, I found out that this county commissioner is collecting money, a monetary credit on the road going east. So there's my private drive, and parallel to my private drive is an actual public road easement, but it's just a forest and it's not a road. It's not maintained by the county. So I found out when I bought this property that they're actually carrying a monetary credit. So now listen, I said, people are going to come down here and they're going to see that there's a road in the county map system, and they're going to think my private drive is that road. I said, so you need to drop that credit so that nothing shows up as a county maintained road going east. It's like, okay, I'll do that. And he dropped the credit. And I put the road back where it was before. And that was on the edge of the property, not 50 feet inside the lot. And I put concrete on it. It was all nice and even and flush. When he had raised that road and there was a corner this way, it was kind of like at a ledge there where he had raised the road. So I had to bring in tons and tons of gravel and concrete and made it all nice and smooth and flush. And I was working on the road going this way and made it concrete. And it had been driven on for months. Well, the certain person decided that he just wanted to end that easement with me. And he was going to demand that this public road that's never been opened or developed before, it's never been developed. It's open to the public because it's dedicated to the public. That means anybody can walk on it, use dirt bikes on it, but they cannot, it's not a standard road that they maintain. Well, I guess the guy found out that he had dropped that credit, that the county was not going to maintain that road, and he was quite upset because he did not want to pay for his duty of a private road. So that began a big campaign. This guy demanded the road be widened only on front of my lots, cut down all the trees, because I had bought that lot and started the process of turning it into an RV rental lot for seasonal. You know, I live 2 blocks from the lakeshore. There's a lot of RV lots in the area. And so having a 1/4 acre lot was perfectly competitive to have a nice secluded spot on a dead end street, no traffic, where everyone else on the other lots, they're all on top of each other. All the lots are real small. So I felt that I had a competitive spot for an RV lot near the lake. And so, yeah, it just was not acceptable that myself, buying property, I just wasn't staying in my place. And I was told by a deputy that that's what I get for buying a property around me when I began to be terrorized. And myself and other Cherokee people are not allowed to use the road. We're just not allowed. It's just not allowed, see? So he would sit on his porch and shoot across the right of way, which is illegal in the state of Oklahoma. And if we try to use the road or anybody tries to come to my home, go out there and shoot and set up on this running parallel to our private drive piece of land that's only a 10-foot wide strip easement for the public, was claiming to adverse possess that land and exclude any of us from using not only the right of way that I have to use, but don't you even dare step on that land. Meanwhile, on the road going this way, which is a 30-foot wide road, and all the way up to the highway, the whole entire road is hardtopped and it's 30-foot wide. But on this last block of that road, that person that promised him support was given 18 feet of the road for their private yard and then sold that property, claiming that 18 feet of a road is their property. So when I come around the corner with my boat, my trailer, and all that, I have literally 8 feet to pass when they park on the side of the road. So this person wants to make the road in front of my property 25 feet wide, only in front of my lot. But when you turn and go this way, you only have 8 feet to pass. And it was just harassment to take in my property. And he wanted to end the easement with me and develop a public road that would just completely destroy the monetary values of our properties, meaning there was 4 owners on this block. All of them bought property on a dead-end street, low traffic, near a lake, which is very valuable, okay? And the only road going this way was private, and all of this was forest and giving, a nice aesthetic, natural habitat view. So he wanted to end all of this just because he hates us Cherokee people, okay? And the lady that sold me the house was also Cherokee, and he harassed her very extremely, apparently. So at any rate, this is what happened when this county commissioner came up in here, and he said, well, look, we don't need to widen this road. He's just being a menace. There's nothing wrong with the road. It's fine like it is. But what happened was the DA, according to him, this DA told him to go widen that road and develop that corner. So now this perfectly straight private drive, he went this way, big, huge corner that turns back this way. So basically created a frontage here, okay? And so now, of course, I promptly sued him in federal court. And I took him to federal court and I said, you committed a due process violation. You took land from a tribal person, the only female on the block. You took my land, okay? And you gave other people an entire block of public land to exclude my and other Indian people of the community's right to use it. That's called discrimination, okay? So, and so that was just a part of it. So I took this guy to court. And I got a call from the FBI in September of 2021. Myself and other people had contacted Washington Justice Department and said, hey, it's happening. There's some crooked stuff going down here. So I was told by the Muskogee FBI office that, and I, of course, recorded the call in case they ever said that they didn't say this, right? And so I was called. I said, yeah, we're gonna do an investigation, public corruption, I'm like, okay. So I went to the FBI office and I took of course I recorded everything this county commissioner said to me, because once he said, yeah, we'll drop that credit and we'll do this and this, I was told I shouldn't, watch my back. Hey, how are you doing? I'm gonna grab some scissors right quickly. And so it shucks. So at any rate, so I was called by the FBI office and they said, yeah, um, hang on a second. My scissors are in here. They said, yeah, we are going to do an investigation. So I took all these recordings of this county commissioner saying that my road is private and he only came up here to this one time thing. And in addition to that, there's police reports and there's tribal police reports and sheriff department reports stating that our road is private and they're not going to get involved with, this guy wanting to widen the road and this and that. But when the DA did what he did, he was very discriminatory. Okay. And so, I took all the recordings. I recorded everything, right? Took it to the FBI. And then I took, the county commissioner to federal court. And so what happened in federal court was, it was a partial win, is what I call it. Of course, they're like, motion to dismiss and this and that. And so what the judge ordered was that there was a valid due process claim, but he said that I didn't clarify exactly how I own the property that they took, which I believe that I did. But nonetheless, he allowed me to refile it, refused to take up the state cases to dismiss those. So he dismissed, allowed me to refile. So I did. And I appealed the issue stating that I didn't clarify how I own the property that he took. I believe that I made it very clear enough, but nonetheless, at least I was able to refile it. So there was that. And so then I promptly refiled it. I refiled it, oh gosh, back in April. And so then there was a whole lot of more activity since then. There's an investor. This tell you how this works out here in rural Oklahoma. This investor had come in and he decides that he's going to take the public road, the land that runs parallel to my land, that is for the public, and it's my right to use that land. So he decided that that road doesn't exist. That's his property now. And he's just going to take that land from me and claim that my private drive is that road over there. And he's going to bulldoze the entire forest and just make my entire property a public road, which would cut off about 10 feet by 410 feet of my land. And then when I said, sir, there is this road here. I have the survey. Here's my survey. Here's the plat. And he tells me, like, how are you going to sue? You don't have money. I said, well, I have been to law school. I'm not the average. I said I have a little bit above average of the average person ability to maneuver in court. Just the idea that, how am I going to sue because he doesn't think I have money? So, yeah. So at any rate, so I recorded this conversation with this investor telling me that there is no road there, it doesn't exist anymore. I said, first of all, if he says I need to get a new plat, and I said, well, if they have a new plat, there are statutes that govern how you create new plats, and there's official ways that you do that. So I spent hours with an attorney today, and entered in contract with an attorney today because I'm like, I've already got the federal case in court, and everything, and I'm meeting with all these process servers to get everybody served because, like, you're gonna have, like, I'm just, it would be wrong not to fight, right? And they're just a bunch of racists, that just hateful people. That's really who they are, and it's what it is out here. They're running people off from the shorelines if they don't like the way you look. Okay, they're running them off. Like literally from the shoreline. People have been here for decades. They're just running them off. Okay. And it's just really, really bad out here where I live. And, so I've talked to the president of NAACP, who I happen to be friends with. And there's all kinds of stuff going on out here. It's just really bad. And, he did suggest that he might be making a public statement in support of the cases, or at least one of them. At any rate, I'm just not going to back down. Just not going to back down. But I am being outrageously terrorized and harassed. Coming up to the entrance of my property, blocking my property, putting potholes in the road. I caught this officer standing there watching this guy create a rut in the road to just harass me. And I mean, this guy, I've got a stalking order against the guy, and he's wearing a headlamp at 4 a.m. on my property, always with a gun on his hip. He approaches me with a gun, you know, with the flashlight, so I can't record him what he's doing because of the glare of the flashlight. Approaches me in the road when I'm coming home, stuff like that. Mows down my fence on the backside of my rental property, which he's been banned from. He's not allowed to go on my rental property. But at any rate, nonetheless, it's just, you know, it's just evil, you know, that I have to stand up against. And I say that, you know, some people say, why don't you move away from him? I'm like, really? It's called taking up your cross. And life isn't easy. And in the meantime, while you're in the midst of a battle, legal battle, you have to pray for your enemies, not hate them, you know, and I don't know, I think I struggle with that, but nonetheless, I do want to be the Christian that he wants me to be. I do, even if I have to pray with gritted teeth. But at any rate, so I really need prayer right now. I'm hoping and praying that the tactics and the strategies that I've discussed with the legal team this week are going to be fruitful. And, but you know, I've told this person, I said, look, I went to Christian law school. We're supposed to be ministers of reconciliation, always offer mercy, you know, and this lawyer did not want me. I said, I will offer to waiver all damages if they will just cease and desist. And they didn't want me to. Like, yeah, no, you shouldn't do that. And I'm just like, well, I kind of feel like this is the Christian thing to do, you know, is to offer mercy. Right now they owe me money, and a lot of it for the things that they've done, the damages that they've done, and the money that they've cost me, you know. They owe me a lot of money, you know, but at any rate, I just want the law to be obeyed. And it's just like, you know, they'll do whatever they think they can get by with it. It's nothing new. It's just history repeating itself. So at any rate, but there's one thing that I do want specifically. I want, if these people are not going to cease their lies and cease the corruption, I am begging God to remove them from office in the name of Jesus. And that's not a bitter thing. That is justice. And I want this U.S. attorney to take up this case and hold this as a very serious matter. I mean, in the other states, they have taken and prosecuted county commissioners for much less. Okay. And saying that they cannot allow county commissioners to abuse the trust of their office. And that was an article that I shared in my case. And I'm asking for prayer that that this U.S. attorney, God will burden his heart to do the right thing. And, you know, last I spoke to him was like trying to decide whether that, you know, they're going to, you know, have the feds handle it, take it over to the OSBI, you know, what, if anything, they're going to do. And I'm just praying that they go after him and get him out of office. Now, Oklahoma is the state that when there's corruption going on, that we the people have options. If we can get a certain percent of voters, we can petition for a grand jury indictment of any person in office who's been elected, to not only remove them from office, but to prosecute them. And I have plenty of evidence to prove that there is corruption. And so I don't know if, you know, how much my safety is at risk here, but I'm just like, well, I'm not running away, and I just have to take up my cross, you know. And it's not a matter of what the outcome is going to be. It's a matter of doing what is right before God, and that is to stand up against wrongs. That's what Paul did, Acts chapter 16-20. For something as simple as violating his secular rights, he refused to leave prison. So I'm not leaving. You think you can just send me away privately after you violated my rights and violated your own law? You need to come here and tell me to my face. I mean, no, seriously. He refused to leave prison. I mean, it's serious. It matters to God when governments violate their own law. It's a works of the kingdom. So, anyway, so there's that. So, yeah. What else? Okay. So I am trying to get my public watch time up. So I came back in July after, 4-year absence. So I didn't have any watch time, but I still had, 800 some subscribers. And so I'm, hit the 1K and everything. But I am really, so here's the thing about the watch time. And so what I've been talking to people about this live stream stuff, and it doesn't count for people that's trying to get monetized. It does not count if you're live. And I was like, I got a little frustrated today because I was just sharing that with somebody, and they were like, "Oh, that's misinformation," and I'm just like, "No, you're misinformation." I'm like, I want people to please stop. Especially when you've been provided evidence, stop telling people that live streams count while they're live towards your 4,000 hours. And listen to me. I'm telling you, YouTube went on to a social media platform when they were specifically addressed about the live stream when it's live, not counting towards the watch time. They want it clarified because on the website, when it clarifies what is and is not public watch time, their comment is very vague. So what they said was videos that are not converted, live streams that are not converted to video on demand don't count. So that can be interpreted as like, well, yeah, so somebody doesn't, accidentally deletes their video for whatever reason, it doesn't get converted to video on demand, then it won't count. But that's not what they intended, as I've said before. This is why there is 2 different watch time totals in your analytics. And I do not use the mobile. I only use the PC to look at my analytics. And as I have shared, there is 2 pages where you can see your analytics. You guys need to quit. Seriously. Go lay down. Oh my goodness. Standoff with my dogs. Okay. So I don't know if this is going to show or not. Okay, so see this page right here. This is the page. I'm going to zoom in here. Whoopee, whoopee, whoopee. Okay, this is the page and the only page that will say these words right here. I'm going to show you these words right here. Out. Swoosh. I don't know if that shows or not. I'm trying to see the word there? It says public watch hours. If you do not see that word that says public watch hours, then that is not the total of watch hours that is going to matter. This is the only page that will show you the watch hours that will go towards your monetization. This is your journey. It tells you your subscribers, your watch hours, your verification, and your, whether you have any community guideline strikes against you. Now, I also showed that there was another page that shows a different total. Let me get that in here. So this is your channel analytic page, and you can see what your views and your watch time hours are for the week, 28 days, and the year. Now, this number is going to be different than your other number because this number includes the watch time hours that don't count and the hours that do count together. And that's how they get this total. This is not your public watch hours. So this page is your channel analytics page. Let's see if I can come up with it anywhere. Yeah. So here is the comment on this is the page of YouTube that describes exactly what will be counted and not be counted as watch time hours. And it says live streams that are unlisted, deleted, or not converted to video on demand. So that is a very vague statement because people can misinterpret that to mean, oh, so maybe I actually deleted a video and it didn't get converted, but as long as it's converted, I get all the views that video got. No, no, no. This is why I'm a little perturbed with YouTube, because here people were like, look, you need to clarify this because there's a lot of confusion about this. So this is what they did. This is Team YouTube. So they asked them specifically to clarify. So they said, okay, so let me ask you. So if, let's say when it's live, it gets 200 views, and after it converts to video demand, it gets 250 views. So, or it gets 50 views. So do we get 250 total views? So they're wanting to know, to clarify, does any views while it's live count? This is what they said. Live streams that are not yet converted to video on demand are not counted towards live streams. They're not counted towards your public watch time. Live streams that are not yet converted don't count. So then they give a link, but they don't say this on their website. They don't clarify this on their website. They just leave that vague statement, knowing people are confused about it, knowing that so many people inquired that they had to do this inquire on this website. So Team YouTube said this. And so it used to be that you could get your unlisted live streams and videos counted, but not anymore. So people that did get monetized before the change, you know, but now, no. So that's why I say to people, please make sure you look at both of your watch time, totals, because the only total that will go towards your monetization is the total that says public watch hours that I showed you. Anyways, so that's the facts. And you know, I'm frustrated to see so many people doing nothing but live streams, and you know, spending a lot of their time just doing live streams, thinking, you know, now you can do live streams that people watch after it converts, and all those views will count. And I watch live streams after they're converted. You know, not if they're really long, you know, but I do watch live streams if it's something that I think is informative, especially tutorials or just content that specifically that I like, you know, and I will. But I mean, if they got a 3-hour freaking live stream, I'm like, I ain't got time for all that. And so a lot of people are doing stuff that's just like hanging out or just hanging out in their bedroom, and no advertisers won't put no ads on that, you know. So that's what they're looking at, and they're just like not really creating content. They're just hanging out trying to get their watch time hours, and YouTube like put an end to that. And when people are like not wanting to accept that fact, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to argue with you, but don't say that I'm spreading this information, because I'm not going to put up with that. I'm just showing you the evidence, and people are like not wanting to accept it. So, but it makes me angry because of the kids, because these kids, you know, these kids, they're using children. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, I'm making this is a Chanel yarn. Oh gosh, it's so soft. I'm making a winter hat, so a toboggan. So what I'm doing is, so this is a panel, and when I make a winter hat is like, I'll do probably about 50 rows of this, so it'll probably be like twice this length, and then I'll just fold it, and then I'll do a drawstring. I'll like darn it at the top and do like a drawstring and fold, like it'll have a cuff on it, and then it'll be a hat. It's a really easy hat to make, but this one is so soft. It's so soft. I love soft. So anyways, I'm making a winter hat, and we have Feast of Tabernacles this week, and I did a kitchen topper with a hidden ring and pot holder set that I was going to give, you know, to the church. They have like this cute little raffle and stuff on the last at sundown at Saturday night. And so they do this little raffle, and I was going to, you know, put some stuff, contribute to it. So I thought I would make this hat. It's like, well, you know, if I get it done in time, I'll put that in there too. But, so anyways, that's what I'm doing. And I think I'm going to get it done. I got church tomorrow. And, so what are y'all up to? I've been rattling on and whatnot. And, so yeah, I haven't really done much videos this week. I did a bunch of gaming videos last weekend to have stuff to put on my channel this week because I was going to be really busy and gone and stuff, and so I haven't really done any videos. So anywho's, so what are y'all up to tonight? Chica, yeah, Chica, handmade designs. I'm so sorry I didn't see your who was here, but anyways, I think that I'm gonna go over there and play some Forza Horizon. Oh, I'm supposed to be dropping some clue words. I'm so sorry. Look, I'll put in the description too where the clue words start, so that way you can go watch the whole video and not even have any clue words. I just forgot. Water. That's a clue word. Water. I'll throw a secret giveaway word out too. Yeah. So, yeah. So I've got this Visa cash debit card I'm gonna be giving away. So I'm trying to get as many clue words out there. So, you know, plenty of people that are coming in that can watch or whatever. And I try to put them in different types of videos, not just my gaming videos, because I know some people like my gaming videos, but not everybody. So just trying to, you know, what is the word? Mix it up. Yeah, mix it up. So put them in different types of videos. So that's what I am doing. I am crocheting a winter hat. I kind of wanted to do a scarf set too. But anyways. Boy, that's so soft. I just love it. Oh my gosh. This Chanel yarn is awesome. I don't know why people don't like to work with Chanel yarn. I think it's easy because like when regular yarn, like sometimes it like not unwinds, but like it separates and stuff. And this is so smooth on the hook. I mean, it's just like very smooth, easy. I think it's easy to work with. But anyways, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just wanting to like update people and share what's been going on in my life and all this stuff with this legal stuff that's been going on. I've been really crazy busy with that. Hello, how are you doing tonight? What you been up to? Yeah, you been playing any Roblox lately? I'm thinking I'm gonna get over there and play some Forza Horizon. I haven't played Forza Horizon in a while. I've been doing Roblox videos, which I really enjoy the Roblox though. Those hide and seek videos, those are so fun. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get over there and get my race cars out. You like race games? I kind of wanted to finish this hat too, so I was gonna piddle on this for a little bit before I go over there. I'm sitting on a heating pad, so I've been on the road today. I had like a lot of driving, 2 hours each way, and these crazy navigator apps wouldn't work, and so I kind of got lost a little bit, and I don't understand what's going on with these navigator apps that wouldn't load. So I had to download 2 different navigator apps just to get home. It's crazy. It was just crazy. So, but I made it. The driving is hard on me, sitting for that period of time. I had to take breaks and stuff. But anywho's, it's been, I've got my air conditioner on right now. It's been warm. But it did get cool last night. I had to put some socks on. And, oh, man. I don't like it when it gets cold. So I don't think I'm going to do one more row and then probably go head on over. So I apologize if I've missed people's videos this week, but this is a Feast of Tabernacle week, and I just, you know, checked in a little bit, but I'm normally, you know, watching people's videos and trying to give them some support. And I'm not just ignoring you, and I did announce last week that this is Feast of Tabernacle week, and I will be busy with other stuff. So, anywho's, oh, there was one thing I did want to discuss. I touched on it a little bit in my last video. Okay, so my friend, she's a Facebooker. That's what I call her. She's trying to bring me back to Facebook. Like, you know, she wants me over there on Facebook. And I'm like, look, I have already made my announcements that I will briefly stop in every once in a while just to come up for air and say hi and let everybody know I'm alive. I said, but y'all need to come to YouTube. Because I just can't stand the politics on. It's like Facebook. It's like I want to see like the news feed. It used to be all you would see is what your friends are posting. But now it's just like, I can't even see what my friends are posting. It's just all these politics shoved in my face over and over and over and over. And I will say, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. And they just keep on saying, well, okay then. Bye. And I left. I'm not going to put up with that. I don't want that garbage in my face. So why would I give them my time? They're going to keep doing that against my wishes. So, you know, I just touch base, you know, every once in a while just with my people. And but anyways, but she's seriously trying to like say, hey, you need to do reels, you know, because I will take my shorts every once in a while and share them with my family, like stuff I'm making, you know, my friends and stuff, like, hey, you know, because I have a friend and I'm making her stuff for Christmas. But at any rate, she's got a Facebook page, business page. She's got about 5,500 followers. And so she started doing reels because this summer, Facebook came out with creators can make money for their reels, just short videos, you know. And so she showed me her receipts. She sent me a message. She said, look what I got paid. So she showed me her receipts for these like 3 or 4 videos she did and didn't even have hardly any views. She got like like one of them had like $46. She got paid on one, and like $6 on another one. And I'm just like, they're just like 20-second you know, 20-second long videos. That's just like her playing with her dogs and stuff, you know, and she doesn't even have even activity on her page. And I'm just like, what? You know, so I went and looked into that and I'm just like, wow. So they're serious. Facebook as the most competition of any platform there is out there. They have seriously competed with TikTok. Okay. And YouTube doesn't stand a leg against Facebook for what they're doing. They're like, yeah, if you get 10 million views, we'll give you some money, you know, for shorts. Facebook squashed YouTube, like squashed them like a cockroach bug when they rolled out with their reels this summer, right? And people aren't even aware of it. I had no idea because I ain't been on Facebook. I'm like, they made me mad. And I'm just like, if they would quit shoving politics down my face, I might go back, right? But I'm so sick of it, right? But I'm really fed up with YouTube. They keep subscribing me. They hacking my account, subscribing to me to people that I have no interest in, and unsubscribing people from me and me to them. I'm fed up with YouTube, really. And what they're doing to little kids, you know, not, you know, explaining to them how you're not going to get public watch time hours for live streams while they're live, and all these people believing that you are, you know, after they changed all that. And then making all these fake live streams. Meanwhile, while we don't get any credit for public watch time hours for live streams while they're live, you don't, okay? And then we don't even get credit for our organic bringing the crowd to an unlisted video. We are bringing the people to the video for these YouTube people to make money off of our content for advertisers. we bring the crowd and we can't even get public watch time for that. It's like, seriously? So meanwhile, while they're doing that, they're giving freaking ads on these live streams, on these fake Roblox live streams where they're scamming little kids. They're telling people, we're going to give 1,000 Robux to every single viewer. And they set their live stream. It's a pre-recorded looped video, and it goes on for months. Okay, so they're telling people, stay in the stream, stay in the stream, stay in the stream, and these live streams go on for months. They never end. There's no way they could give 1,000 Robux to. So then they have, like, they're pretending like they're giving Robux to winners. And I did satire videos on these. I'm like, look, booga, 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 watch me predict the winner before they call it. And I'll predict every single winner because it's a pre-recorded looped video. And they got these play buttons in the background trying to make it legit. And then they've got Roblox ads on these videos where they're scamming these people. Right? And Roblox, I have an email I showed in the video. Roblox emailed me and said, yeah, that's a scam. We do not partner with these Roblox generators. These are scams. So they got scammy videos, okay, that they're putting Roblox ads on, okay, and rewarding these scammers with play buttons, okay, and just, it's just disgusting. So I'm just really getting fed up with YouTube. So I'm like, I don't know, you know, I like the community, though. I like the network of people that I have here. It's something that I don't have on Facebook. You know, can live stream with each other and, you know, all the crafters. And I mean, I do enjoy that, you know. But I am interested in the reels on Facebook. I just don't know if I can tolerate and stomach being over there with all the politics they keep shoving in my face. It gets on my nerves. I can't tolerate it. So, but I am interested. She has tempted me. My friend, she's something else. Yeah, I grew up with her. She's always been an entrepreneur spirit and always got some kind of business going, and she's just relentless. And she has a pretty good following too. She's making some money. I told her, said, go girl, keep putting them reels out. You are making money doing that. That's good. Like, she only did a few of them. She got paid. People. So, and here's the thing about that, you know, they do say that, you know, you got to have, you know, a following, you got to, you know, like, once they get to the point, there's so many people creating, and then they can get icky picky, you know, there's going to be too many people in the sea. They're going to be, you know, it's going to, now is the time to get in it. I'm just putting it that way. If you're going to get in it, because that's the way it was with YouTube. You know, when YouTube first started out, and they didn't have that many people here, and, you know, and the content creators, I mean, they really just got in at a good time to where, you know, but now there's just so much competition. Like, you know, they only have like 2 million content creators on YouTube that are monetized, and you have 50 million channels that are actually creating content. They have billions of viewers, you know, that just view. But yeah, so, you know, they just don't have the ad revenue for everybody to get monetized, while they trying to pretend that they do, trying to bring all these people over here. You know, but Facebook, they're pretty rich right now. They're most competitive on the amount of advertisers. So, you know, they rolled out them reels this summer. Wish I'd known about it, but I didn't. So anyways, I may be dipping into that. I haven't made up my mind yet. But I'm just so fed up with YouTube doing the stuff that they do. They disappoint me. I think that YouTube has got a lot of potential to be even more competitive than Facebook if they just would get it together. You know, let us have tip jars. Let us sell things here, you know, and not have to have this 4,000 watch time hours. You know what I mean? Let us do that. I mean, as long as we upload our documents and stuff to sell stuff, because think about it. You can go over to Facebook and sell stuff anytime you want, right? So what's wrong with YouTube? Why won't they let us sell stuff on here, right? Go to Facebook. You can sell stuff in groups. They have a marketplace. And I'm like, YouTube, You ain't got to have any kind of following on Facebook. You want to sell stuff, just go over there and sell stuff. It's that simple, right? Now, you can just sell it in your, in a group or on your page and put it in the marketplace, and you ain't got to have no kind of following whatsoever. You ain't even got to pay. Just put it out and sell. A lot of people do that. Now, if you have a page and you have a product and a business, you pay to promote your page, and at any rate, but YouTube is just, they're just not with the program when it comes to giving different types of opportunities for people to make money on YouTube. They took, and like, I think anybody with, especially if you have 1,000 subscribers or more, they said that you can use the shelf in the store, but you have to be monetized. I was like, nah. I think as long as they provide documents, let us sell our merch. But anyways, I mean, anybody can put it, like, I have a PayPal button on my channel. Anybody can tip me through my PayPal, so there's that. But I don't know. I would like to sell my products. I have crafts and pour paintings. I have photography. I sell my art on Roblox. I can sell my pictures on put it on avatar clothing. Yeah. Speaking of which, I want to talk about that. If there's any developer out there, I want to make a game. I want to enter a contract with somebody who's a game developer. I want to develop a game that we can actually make money with, and I will pay to promote the game. Okay, that's how you get your games to be popular over there. You have to promote them, sponsor them. So I will work a deal, partner with the developer. That's what I want, to partner with the developer, and I would pay to sponsor it. When you develop it, I'll sponsor and promote it. We'll make some money together. That's what I want. So if you're a game developer and you're interested in that, let me know. It is. I do like Roblox. I don't like a lot of, it's like the people develop the games, and I just don't understand why these game developers always have to include violence. Violence. But there are a lot of cute games on there, though. And anyways, I really like those hide and seek games. I think those are cute. It's crazy how something simple like the game, like hide and seek, it's a sport now. Like, it's a real thing. Like Mr. Beast's channel, he pays hundreds of thousands of dollars or many thousands of dollars to the winner of these hide and seek challenges, and it's a real thing. So hide and seek, it's a thing. So I don't know how much these developers make of those games, but one of them games I went into, if you saw in the video, like, they were constantly throwing an ad in my face trying to sell me something, every little thing. I thought that was a little aggressive. That was kind of overkilling it, but yeah, they be making some money in those games. So come on now, developers, get with me. I'll sponsor and promote the heck out of that game and get it rolling, so we can make some money together. Huh? Anywho's, so let me know. Yep. I think I have some good ideas. I try to watch a video of how to develop a game, and it's just, I'm just not feeling it. It's like over my head, like foreign language. I'm impressed with people that know how to do that. But anywho's, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. So I'm going to go play some Forza, guys. I'm going to go play some Vroom Vroom game. It's Vroom Vroom time. I'll come back to this later. I'm going to finish this tonight, though. It's getting there. Ain't got very long to go. And then what I'll do is I'll just bring it together once I get it long enough. I'll bring it together like this. And then I will just slip stitch that together. And then I will darn the top of it and then drawstring it together. It's gonna be cute. And I'm gonna put a palm on the top of it. Now I do have some fur yarn, some fun fur yarn that's really pretty greens, and I'm thinking that I'm gonna add some fun fur like trim to this. So when I get to that point, if y'all will please stop in and tell me what you think. Do the colors match? That's what I want to know. Anywho, so I'm gonna stop here. So I've used up a total of one and maybe a half of another one. So I think 2 skeins of 1.76 this Chanel yarn will make an adult size winter hat. And then another probably 2 will make a scarf, a good size scarf. So 4 skeins will make a hat and scarf set. And I've got 12. So anywho's, yeah. So that's it. I'm gonna go play some Forza, and God bless you. And I'm dropping some clue words in my game. Okay, I'm gonna drop some clue words in my game. I've already dropped one clue word. I'll drop another one. Lavender. All right. So, anywho's, clue words, and I'm gonna do a secret giveaway word. Justice. That is the secret giveaway word for the crafting gift card. Justice. Anyways, so God bless you guys, and if you're interested and you're still watching, because I don't know, sometimes the numbers of people watching doesn't like add up at all. Like when I end the live stream and I see immediately how many people watched, it does not add up to what shows on my screen, and I don't get that. Hey, so I'm gonna go play some vroom vroom Forza Horizon. I'm gonna drop some clue words like crazy up in that game. So I hope you stop in, and don't comment them while it's live though. Anyways, I'm in the stream. Y'all have a wonderful evening. It's almost midnight. What? God.